Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. I'm so happy that now we are receiving a lot of confessions from around Africa. Listen to the latest confession that we received. The message read like this: I had to sacrifice my own daughter so that I could win local government elections many years ago. I am now a man who is aged 58 years and I am regretting the mistake that me and my wife did to our family, and the reason was that I had so much love for my family. I wanted to provide a better life for them, and also I wanted to help with the development of my own country. I live in DRC. I was a very hardworking man, a man who thought that I knew it all. I hated the fact that there was too much corruption in my own country, and I blamed corruption on European colonization. I could see that European colonization had caused so many divisions in my own country, and I was there to correct all the wrongs that had been done to my country. But little did I know that politics was such a dirty game. Me and my wife will go around the village campaigning and telling people how much corruption has destroyed our own beloved country. We'll show them examples of how diamonds were being stolen out of the country, only benefiting the few people at the top. As I was going around preaching this gospel of no to corruption, I then received a notification. I was being summoned to show up at the local head office of our own party. Me and my wife were so excited because we thought that finally the people at the top, since the presidential elections were close by, maybe they wanted to include this gospel of no to corruption in their manifesto. Upon our arrival at the headquarters, we were taken straight to a boardroom office. There was the mayor and another person whom I did not recognize, but I could see that this person, it seemed as if he was someone who was very big in our party. They went straight to the point. They told me that stop telling people about corruption. If you were not popular enough at this moment, we're going to kick you out of the party. When we left our local government office, me and my wife were so discouraged, but I didn't want to give up. I started to campaign, but death threats began to come in. Someone will just come at my doorstep and leave a letter, and the letter sometimes will be just written, death or you are going to die. I was so afraid. Then I had no choice. I visited this other traditional healer. Me and my wife, we had discussed this issue at home, and she had told me that we have to go and see a traditional healer and make sure that you are going to be protected spiritually. When we arrived at that place, they had to cook me inside a very big drum. I was then given a charm, but at that moment we didn't understand that this thing that we were doing, we're actually sacrificing our own daughter. We were told that the only condition that I could be protected is that my daughter, when she grows up, she will not be married to any man. If any man was to come and ask for our daughter's hand in marriage, we were supposed to refuse. Now that she is all grown up, she is quite a successful young woman and she has made it for herself. She managed to take herself out of the village and went into the city. But how can I tell her that long time ago, me and her mother, we went out to seek protection, and a traditional healer gave us things that he gave us, and he gave us instructions that we were supposed to follow. And her own mother, she was not supposed to touch these things whilst she was on her periods. But whilst I was away, my wife then forgot that there was a rule which was given unto us. There was a bag, and inside that bag there was a clay pot, and my wife, if she was menstruating, she was not supposed to touch that bag no matter what. I don't know how she made that mistake, but she just came running to the fields and told me that when she made the mistake and touched the bag, a monkey came out of that bag and escaped through the window. So that monkey, it was only me and my wife who could see it. Now that my wife has passed away, it's only me who can see that monkey. Sometimes I can see that monkey coming from the mountain, then it just comes straight into the house and look for food to eat. And if my daughter, who is in the city, if she finds a man, that monkey will come to me either in my dream or just a vision. Then it will start to attack me. It will show me everything that my daughter is doing. It will remind me that you made a promise that you are going to give me your daughter as a wife when she is all grown up. So what is this that your daughter is now doing? So all the boys that my daughter has brought home to introduce, all of them, I have told her negative stuff about them. If my daughter comes with a man who is driving a big car, I will tell my daughter that stay away from such people. This man is quite a womanizer. I've heard stories about him. If my daughter comes with a man who is not driving a car, I will laugh and say, so how are you going to take care of my daughter? For sure, if I give you my daughter and you take her as your own wife, for sure she is going to suffer. First, take care of yourself before you try to take care of someone's daughter. But the only secret behind me refusing that my daughter get married to any of these men, it is because I have already sacrificed her hand in marriage to that monkey. And I don't know how can I sit down and tell my own daughter that in this life she can never get married, she can never enjoy the thing called marriage, because already I have sacrificed her hand in marriage to this monkey. My daughter has gone around looking for help, and each and every time if she plans to go on a journey looking for help, the monkey will show me in a vision. Then I'll give instructions to that monkey to make sure that my daughter does not arrive to the place that she is going. It's either her car can have a breakdown, or she can just face so many challenges on that journey that she will just turn back and go back to her house. There was a time my daughter used to go to church a lot, and this church that she was going to, the pastor who led that church started to have a revelation about all the things that I had done to my daughter. The monkey told me that your daughter is going to find help. You have to do something about it, or otherwise I will have to kill you or kill your daughter. I was then given instructions on what to do whenever my daughter attends church. So I called my daughter and I told her that each and every time when you go to church, can you please tell your father so that I can join you in prayer about this thing of you not finding a husband. So each and every time if she is going to church, she tells me that, Daddy, I am going to church, can you join me in prayer? On my own side, the monkey will come, I will kneel down, and then there are prayers that I do. So when my daughter is in church, then the preacher receives a revelation about why my daughter is not finding a husband. The prayers that I'll be doing on my own side, it is the prayers for my daughter not to concentrate on what is being said by the preacher. It's either she can just feel too hot, then she will just start to sleep in church, or if I see that she doesn't want to fall asleep, I'll do the prayers that will affect the preacher. As you will be preaching and getting this revelation about my daughter, if he becomes sexually attracted to my daughter, then the revelation will be gone. This is how I have managed to make sure that my daughter does not get any help. Even herself, she once told me that she's tired of this thing called Christianity because she hasn't been able to find any form of help. But also she doesn't know that I am keeping this secret from her, that I am the reason why each and every time she attends a new church, the pastor will start to propose here. It is not the pastor's fault, but it is this spirit that I'll be praying to that will make sure that the pastor will then propose to my daughter so that he does not get any revelation about her. Deep down in my heart, there are so many days that I just want to pick up the phone and tell my daughter about the sacrifice that me and her mother did. But I am afraid that if I tell her this secret, she will hate me, and when I die, maybe I won't have anyone to bury me. This is my own story. Please, can you share with the rest of the world? Maybe I can feel a little bit better. That was a confession that we received from our brother right there. I am hoping that, dear brother, you will repent and tell your daughter so that you can free her. She do deserve to be married. She deserves to fall in love and live a happy life. Let's meet again in the following episodes.